Hey everyone, I'm back with a new video, and today I'll be regarding all your questions about my new film, The Wrong Package. Now to start off, one of the questions I've seen the most in those comments are, how did my production skills develop? Now going into this project, I was still learning a lot about filmmaking. I had done some editing, but I was still not that familiar with it. Now one of the biggest things I learned was definitely planning. The first thing I did when I heard about this project was plan about my entire schedule. I started a storyboard, and without that storyboard, probably would have been lost and not know what to do for every shot. One thing I really want to talk about is lighting. At first, I was not really focused on lighting, but I quickly realized how important that is for a film. Like, watching over some of my old shots, I'm in disbelief how I thought they were good because they were just unpleasing and just hard to look at. Now, this was my original establishing shot, but I decided it'd be better to have a wider shot and wear brighter clothes. Another thing that I improved heavily on was definitely pacing. Some scenes that I shot were just too slow and I had to make them faster. What I did to fix this was just cut down the editing and just make them quicker. One thing my brother told me is that it's very important and a very hard skill to learn by just cutting down some shots by maybe half a second or just maybe even less. Now, I wasn't that heavy on it because I didn't really think it'd make that much of a difference, but trust me, it does. And it is a pretty tricky skill to learn, so just trust the process. Next up, I'll be answering you guys' questions and talking about how I integrated technology in this project. So editing was definitely a huge part of making this work. I used iMovie to cut down scenes, fix the timing, and just add a lot of sound effects. For example, in the frying pan scene, I had to make sure the cut to black happened at the right moment just to make it more funny. Here you can see where I edited it because obviously I was not going to get knocked out for real. I also used background noise and sound effects to make things feel more polished. Without them, it would have probably felt too quiet and awkward. I think this is very important because if you weren't to include any sound in a shot, I just think it'd be very worthless. Overall, I learned a lot about this project, about how to film, edit, and include sound to improve the final product. I hope you guys also learned a lot about this video and I answered all your questions. Thanks for watching.